In our top story, police have confirmed the arrests of 2 suspects in connection with the murder of 7 members of the same family in Vlakfontein, south of Johannesburg last week. One of the suspects was nabbed near the Lebombo border post in Mpumalanga on Saturday. The 27-year-old was seemingly on the run since the bodies were discovered. The other suspect was initially taken in for questioning on the day but was later released. He was then arrested in Soweto after being implicated by the first suspect.
We have arrested 2 suspects in connection with the murder of 7 people in Vlakfontein on Monday. The first suspect was arrested in Mpumalanga province, and the further investigation led to the arrest of the second suspect in Dobsonville, Soweto. Both suspects will be appearing at Lenasia Magistrates Court tomorrow on the 5th of November 2018. They will be facing charges of murder, but the 27-year-old, there's an additional charge of rape that he will be facing. The 27-year-old that was arrested in Mpumalanga is the one that we have been looking for, is the one that has been in the run since the discovery of the bodies on Monday. But his real name and nationality will only be revealed after they've appeared in court tomorrow.
7 family members brutally killed in Vlakfontein have been laid to rest at the Mountain Rise Cemetery in Kwazulu Natal. Gauteng's Community Safety MEC Sizakele and Nkosi-Malobane, along with the family, have welcomed the arrest of 2 suspects linked to the grisly murders, but still are filled with more questions. Our reporter Sobongakonke Mbata has more.
The 7 bodies of the Khoza family have been finally led to their final resting place here at Mountain Rise Cemetery in Pietermaritzburg. One can't help but reflect on earlier proceedings where mourners were taken to the podium, giving account of what had happened on that fateful day where the deceased were discovered in their home. The kids were repeatedly raped, allegedly, and they were apparently beaten before they were eventually gruesomely killed by the accused, who we believe has been finally arrested, even though the family earlier on did express that they did indeed want justice to be served for their family members. But capturing him does not fully give them the much closure that they need. Even coming to the cemetery, many questions remain for relatives and remaining family members, asking why. They basically want to know why. Earlier on, I was speaking to a family member who expressed that there must have been someone who was feeding the suspects all of this information about this family for all this time, because it is reported that the suspect had been living with the family, allegedly claiming to be related to them for the past 3 years. So the family is saying that they didn't know much about the suspect. They just want to know who was feeding him all of this information about their family. And it is reported that the killing did not happen on just one day or perhaps just one night. It seems like the suspect had enough time and had greatly planned his execution of massacre throughout this Khoza family, alleging and claiming to be related to them. And even today, as we come here to the cemetery, remaining relatives and family members are continuously going on with this outcry of asking why couldn't he just spare the lives of the young ones, because we do understand that amongst the deceased, the youngest is only just 2 years old. Their lives have been executed, their lives have been ended before it could even begin. So the emotions are heavy at the cemetery. The family members asking why. It is indeed quite tense and very, very emotional. They say that they will only find complete closure once the suspect admits as to where was he getting all this information from. That is the only time the family members are saying that they will receive the much needed closure that they are seeking right now. Earlier on, one of the relatives was saying that he can't really speak much. There's nothing he can say because losing 7 people is like wiping out an entire household. There's no one left in their family. All they want to know is why did this person resort to doing such.
Residents of Woodland